Hi everybody, how are we all doing? It's a heat wave in Scotland today, so no furry hat on. I fully intend to go out and sit in the sun after this vlog because it's so gorgeous outside and I'm night shift tonight, so I want to catch some rays. Anyway, I was having a conversation with a friend last night and he asked me how I get into writing and art. And it's actually something I get asked quite often because I am actually a registered general nurse, and people often wonder why I'm still in nursing, especially once they see or read my work. I got into art and writing as a child. I come from a creative household. My mother was a writer and an artist, and both my parents always encouraged us with our creativity. When I was at school, there was always drawings in any of my jotters. In fact, all the way through school, college and university, all my jotters were full with drawings and little poems and things like that. When I was at high school, we did a critical evaluation on a book of our choice, and the book I chose was The Wheelsower by Robert R. McCammon, and we were told we weren't allowed to do science fiction or fantasy. But I spoke to my teacher and explained what I had wanted to do, and I think the way I presented it to her, she thought it was quite interesting, so I was allowed to do it. I was one of the first to do a critical evaluation on a sci-fi fantasy book. But the main theme that kept cropping up in The Wheelsower was what is the lycanthrope in the eyes of God? And all the way through it, the character Michael, he battles with who he is. Is he a wolf or is he a man? What is he? What does he come across as in the eyes of man and the eyes of God? And I found it a quite interesting premise. So I think I wrote about 2,000-3,000 words on that book, and passed with flying colours. And I think the encouragement that I got from the teacher after that, and the book itself, was what sparked my love of writing and reading. I wanted to be able to write the way Robert R. McCammon had written that book. I wanted to be able to create a story that had people questioning things in their life or in the book, or think of things in a way that maybe they had never thought of before. So yeah, I would say it was back in high school and that teacher that, sparked all the writing that I've ever done. I did a lot of fan fiction as well, and although a lot of people, they roll their eyes when it comes to fan fiction, I always found it a great way to learn how to write, and I honed my skills through fan fiction. You get instant feedback, instant reviews on how you're doing, if you're doing things right or doing things wrong. So I always found fan fiction a very handy tool in that respect. It's through the feedback that I received through fan fiction that allowed me to develop my writing skills. I think it was not until the last maybe 2-3 years that I've got to the point that I felt that I could actually write a book. I mean, I know I'd written The Scientist's Daughter, but if you were to read The Scientist's Daughter and Malevolence, they're completely different books. And the reason being, I've developed, and the kind of short space of time between writing both of them, my skills have got a lot better. I've developed a style of writing, I feel, that comes through in Malevolence. I mean, I was pregnant with my son when I wrote Malevolence initially, and he's 12 this year. So it took me a long time to actually feel that I'd got to the stage that I could write Malevolence the way that I wanted to write it. So yeah, I've been writing for many, many years. I was in a writing club at school years and years ago. And I always used my writing and my art as a way to alleviate boredom. Like I say, my mother and my father, they always encouraged us with our art. And the only thing is, when it comes to my art, I've always went down the darker route. A wee bit more macabre than the usual. I always remember coming home one day with a drawing, two dinosaurs. One was eating the other or something, and my mum had looked at it and went, "Oh yeah, that's nice, but why can't you draw something, like flowers or butterflies, something nice for a change?" But when she realised that I was never going to be, the cutesy girly type, artist, she accepted it in a way. But yeah, all the way through college and university and school, I don't think there was one of my jotters that didn't have a drawing on it or a little bit of writing. And that's where it started from. Art was always there. That wasn't spontaneous at all. It was just something I always did. My writing definitely sparked by that teacher back in high school, I would say. And the book, The Whale Sower by Robert R. McCammon, I mean, seriously, if you get the chance, have a read at that book. It's a great book, it's fascinating. And I always wanted, like I say, to be able to write something like that. And it hasn't been until the last couple of years that I felt that I did have, you know, at least some of the skills that are required to write something as good as that book, maybe. But yeah, I mean, even now I've seen me, like, you know, if I'm bored or maybe on a break or whatever, I'll sit and I'll doodle. And I'll either throw the doodle in the bin or I'll throw it to the side or whatever. Then somebody will pick it up and go, "Oh my God, did you draw that?" And I'll say, "Yeah." And you know, that they see something in my art that I just can't see. I mean, you know, and I've mentioned it many times that I have self-doubt when it comes to my art. I don't have a lot of confidence in it. I used to do art professionally. A few years ago, there was a guy in the local shopping centre that sold my art, and that was nice, you know, while it lasted. But I always felt pressure to get, you know, some of the art finished because a lot of them were commission work. And while I enjoy commission work, there was times where I didn't want to do it because I began to hate my art. And I think I've only just recently pulled past that point where I no longer hate my art, but I don't see in it what other people see. Like, you know, a few weeks ago, I'd drawn this daft doodle, you know, at work while I was on my break, and one of the lasses picked it up and they were like, "Why are you not doing this professionally?" And I mean, I have my reasons. I still enjoy my nursing. Um, I don't think I've got the skills to take the art down a professional route. And that's never made me unhappy. I just don't see what other people see in my art. And I think that's what makes me unhappy, is I don't see, you know, the beauty in it that other people seem to see. Maybe that'll come. I mean, I see it in my writing now. Maybe one day I'll see it in my art, but you know, we'll see. But yeah, it's just something that's developed over the years since I was a child. I'm still learning how to write properly and how to draw. And I don't think you ever stop learning, to be perfectly honest, because there's always something new to know. Um, but yeah, I hope that answered his question. And I hope you found this interesting. I don't know, I felt that you'd maybe enjoy to hear it, I don't know, but yeah, there it is. Maybe I'll be back later in the week with an update. But until then, you know, have fun. I hope the weather's good where you are. I'm off out to get some sun. See you later, guys. Take care. Bye.